1, 2.
Introducing your host, Lonnie McGuffey!
And our first special guest is Leonardo da Vinci.
What?
DiCaprio, go.
I just won my Oscar, man.
That's tonight. Now let's try that again. Our first special guest is Leonardo da Vinci.
Woo!
Hello, Leo. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you guys know, I'm from Florence, Italy. I actually spent most of my life with my dad because my parents split. He married 3 times, one to a 16-year-old, she died. To a 20-year-old, she died too. But the last one had 6 kids, so I have some siblings.
Oh, wow. So what is your most famous piece of artwork?
Oh, I actually bought the Mona Lisa with me. She's my favorite. She's like my best friend. It took me 14 years to make her, by the way. 10 years of it was on these beautiful lips. And yeah, I take her everywhere. And don't forget, I'm also a scientist. I made the first flying machine, part 1. No one credits me for it, but I did do it. So.
Wow, that's incredible. Well, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And now we're going to take a quick break and have some fun facts with Wyatt Smith.
Fun fact, Leonardo da Vinci never received a formal education. In fact, he was homeschooled, specifically to be a musician or a lyre player. However, later he would become a painter. He was taught by a Florence painter to observe the nature and to paint the atmosphere.
And now, our next special guest is Giotto! Hello, Giotto.
Hello.
So, tell me, what is your most famous artwork?
Well, I was actually commissioned to do some paintings on the Bardi Chapel. Those are pretty popular.
Wow. Now, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
An interesting fact, I was actually sent a letter by Pope Benedict XI, and he asked me to show him my skills. So I sent him this drawing of a perfect circle. Really impressed him.
Whoa. That is not a perfect circle you got there.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's not a perfect circle?
How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on.
Cut to commercial! Cut to commercial!
Hello, this is Jan Von Eyck from the Home Shopping Network, sponsored by QVC. Today I will be selling to you my brand new invented oil paints. So in the past, the other artists would take an egg white, keep in mind, just the white, and then they would separate it and add it to their paints. Today we'll be adding it to our cup over here. Now this was the basis to which they would add the pigment. So after adding the pigment, which we'll do right here, they would give it a good stir and then make their creations with it. So we'll stir it up real quick, give it a good stir. And we are gonna test this old style. Now keep in mind, I am the master of the Northern Italian Renaissance, and I am famous for my invention. But as you can see, it's all watered down. Now my idea was to take linseed oil, high quality linseed oil, distilled straight from the seed. We're gonna pour it into our cup here, and after adding the pigment, you will see how much of an advantage this paint gives us. So after stirring this up, we're gonna test it right alongside our linseed oil, or right alongside our egg white. And as you can see, the linseed oil paint is far superior. Thank you for your time today, and please buy my oil paints for a low price of $12.99.
for me to say, but disclaimer, my circle was near perfect.
And now our next special guest is Michelangelo! Michelangelo, I didn't know you were real. And Mikey, sorry to disappoint you, we don't have pizza.
No
But we'll
pizza?
talk later.
Man.
Okay, let's try that again. And now for our next special guest is Michelangelo! You're the painter, right?
How dare you defy me? I am a sculptor.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a young contemporary of the Leonardo da Vinci, as you see over there. I am also the painter of the Sistine Chapel, one of my greatest works of art. But don't get me wrong, I prefer to be a sculptor.
Cool. Well, I see you brought a special guest with you.
Yes, my precious statue of David. David, here now. I will be working on it right here and now. Thank you. Voila.
Thank you, Michael.
I will go now.
And now we're going to take a quick break and have some fun facts with Liana Rodriguez.
Hi, it's Liana here, live from Italy, and today we're going to talk about the Renaissance. So in the Renaissance, many things happened, and one of those things were artists. And before the Renaissance, religion was really the only thing that artists really did their work around. And one of those famous artists from the Renaissance was Michelangelo. And his famous painting on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel took 4 years to paint. And also, one of his most famous statues of David is over 17 feet tall.
And now we have a very special guest who is Jan van Eyck. Woo! Hello, Jan.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So, not to be conceited, but I'm the master of the Northern Italian Renaissance. I invented this new oil painting technique, and all of my paintings have this superior luster. And also I paint very realistically that all of the other painters just want to copy me.
Wow. So, what do you have with you today?
Well, these are my new linseed oil paints. As you can see, you can buy them for a low price of $12.99. They are superb and give any painting a superior luster and vibrancy.
Wow, well, that's great. Well, it was a pleasure having you.
Of course it was, because I'm the master.
Well, thank you. Jan van Eyck, everyone. Well, that's all, folks. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.